This is the Ring Outer Cam Pro, and it is now recording in 4K.
Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Ring finally caved in. They are now rolling out their 4K cameras. And today we'll be checking and testing out the Ring Outdoor Cam Pro. In the end, you decide if this is worth the upgrade, especially for its price. Also watch the video all the way through because Ring also redesigned these cameras, the 4K model anyways. I thought they will stick to one camera that can be powered by plugging in or using their battery pack. But seems like all their 4K model cameras at this time anyways can only be plugged in. No battery option. I'm not sure if they will release a 4K battery camera eventually, but that's going to be a separate model and design. Also note that I bought this Outdoor Cam Pro so I can review it in this channel. Alright, so this Ring Outdoor Cam Pro can record in 4K quality, 3840 by 2160 pixel resolution at 24 frames per second. And also you can see here its bitrate. It goes down to 15 FPS at night. It has a 140-degree horizontal field of view and 85-degree vertical. It has, and they still advertise, their low light sight. I guess when comparing this to their older cameras, but this is not a true low light sensor camera. It does switch to infrared night vision when it gets too dark. This has their 3D motion detection, which I will talk about later in the video. Also, because this is a Ring camera, you will need a subscription to be able to view the recordings, because all recordings uploads to the Ring cloud. And subscription starts at $5 a month for one camera, or $10 a month, or $100 a year for all your Ring cameras. And there is a premium plan, $20 a month or $200 a year, which includes smart video search and video descriptions, and if you want 24/7 recording to the cloud. This is dual band Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi 6 compatible. And it's weather resistant, but Ring didn't specify any IP rating. Now this is a plug-in version, and there is also a PoE or Power over Ethernet version of this. That's more expensive, and I'll show you here why later on. Inside the box, you will get the camera itself. You have the mounting plate here, which is the same as their Outdoor Cam Plus and their Spotlight cams. This more looks like their Stick-Up Cam Pro and just oval in shape and a bit smaller. We have the 4K lens, light sensor and status light, infrared LEDs somewhere here, and we have the speaker. On the back, we have the USB-C port to power this up. And we have a rubber plug here that covers the screw mount to hook up the stand when installing this in a ceiling or under the eaves. And another one here for a wall install. You can slide in the mounting plate here and you can place this in a shelf or desktop. This is a plug-in model, so we have the plug-in wiring. This is a 20-watt power supply and almost 17.8 feet in length and is USB-C. We have a cover here which I'll show you how it is installed later. We have mounting screws and cable clips, and we have some paperwork. Let's set this up. Plug in the camera for power, open up the Ring app, scroll down and click Setup a Device. Security cams, scan the QR code which is on the back of the camera. Now as you can see here, there are two setup options. Power over Ethernet or by plugging it in. This makes me think that this same camera can be powered using PoE, which if you buy the more expensive PoE version, it will come with a junction box and a PoE adapter instead of plug-in wiring, and I will be testing this out eventually. And I'm pretty sure Ring will release a PoE kit separately. So this means, not like their older Stick-Up Cam and Outdoor Cam Plus, which is the same camera for battery and plug-in, now with this Outdoor Cam Pro, same camera for plug-in and PoE, which is interesting and hoping it will not confuse customers. Anyways, I'll choose the electrical socket, name the camera, choose Wi-Fi, and it can connect to either 2.4 or 5 gigahertz, and wait until it is set up and firmware is updated. To install, there are three options. From the box, it is set up to set on a desk or shelf. What you can do is unscrew the stand, and you can either remove this middle rubber cover here, and then you can screw in the stand like so for a wall install. Or remove this top cover and screw in the stand on top, and this is for ceiling or under the eaves install, which is the one that I'll do. I'll show you how to install the back cover plate. So when you plug it in for power, you can then use this piece that one side attaches to the bottom screw hole and get the wire in on the notch, and you can screw in the back cover to the wall mounting screw hole. So you can only do this when installing it in a ceiling, especially if the wiring is passed through from the ceiling also. Let's install this. So I'll screw this mounting plate using the 4 included screws. Align the base of the camera and push back to secure it in place. You can then tighten this small screw to lock it in. Then plug it in for power. And I'll screw in the back cover plate. Just for size comparison, this Ring Outdoor Cam Pro is a bit bigger than the Outdoor Cam Plus. It is smaller though than the Stick-Up Cam Pro. And this is how it compares with the Ring Spotlight Cam. Let's check the settings in the app. When you open up the app, you will see the snapshot from the camera updates, which is actually nice. Click on it to go to Live View, which loads up quick. In here, you can start two-way talk, which is full duplex. You can also use quick replies.
Hi, we'll be right there. Sorry, we're not interested. Have a great day. Hi, it may take a moment to answer. Please wait.
Or you can manually trigger the siren. And the live view to go to the timeline. Now, this is currently set in 24/7 recording. So if you scrub the timeline, you will see the blue areas are motion events. The orange ones are live views. You can adjust the time scale, and you can scrub the timeline like a time lapse, which a lot of you all want. Click on More to download this segment of the timeline, and this will also be in 4K resolution. You can set the time frames that you want downloaded. Gear icon for the settings. We have event history, and this is where you can download motion events. It has the same settings like other Ring cameras, but I'll show you in motion settings. It does have the bird's eye view or the radar detection. And I've tested this before, and they made a note now that when this feature is on, detection will only be limited to 30 feet, which does limit the detection performance of this camera, so I'm not setting this up. You can always use motion zones anyways to dial in your detection or adjust the sensitivity. Smart alerts. Ring now has vehicle detection aside from persons, but no animal detection yet. In smart responses, you can set the motion warning.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
And in device settings, recording mode, you can set 24/7 or motion-based recording. Please note that 24/7 recording needs the premium subscription, and I'll talk more about this later. And I'll switch this to motion-based recording. Auto HDR, Smart Video Search also needs the premium subscription. Now, if you have set motion-based recording, you will have the snapshots feature, which I set to every 30 seconds. And if we go back to the timeline, you also get the scrubbing time-lapse effect. Lastly, I want to test the Smart Search. Remember, Ring doesn't have pet or animal detection yet, but let's say I'm searching for a dog in my garden. Let's see what comes up. Yep, found the dog. Anyways, time to do some testing.
So this is the video and audio quality of the Ring Outdoor Cam Pro. And this is recording in 4K, finally. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yes.
So Ring advertises this camera to have a low light sight. Just note that this is not a real low light camera with a wide aperture lens. This is more comparing this camera to their older cameras, because when I turn off its infrared LEDs, this is what it looks like. And to compare this to a real low light camera, this is what it's supposed to look like. Anyways, with my backyard lights on, this Ring Outdoor Cam Pro will record in full color.
So this is the video quality of the Ring Outdoor Cam Pro at night, and this with my outdoor lights turned on. And this one looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30.
But when it gets a bit dark, it switches to infrared night vision.
So this is the video quality of the Ring Outdoor Cam Pro at night, and this with the infrared night vision turned on, and I can see two infrared LEDs, and this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 25, 30.
We are going to test the notification speed of the Ring Outdoor Cam Pro, and I'm on my 5G cellular connection and it is 3:45. Let's check it out. Status light is on. Should be getting a notification here, just like that, and it has rich notification. Now it will have a snapshot, then it turns into a GIF preview. Cool. And you can snooze the motion alerts for an hour or 30 minutes. Nice. And when you click on that, it should open up the live view. Nice. All right, so it is still 3:46. It's about less than 30 seconds. Let's see if there is a notification cool off. Nope. Oh, this one is faster too on notification. Just getting in the camera's field of view. Nice. The GIF preview is pretty good. We are going to test the detection distance of the Ring Outdoor Cam Pro, and I didn't set the bird's eye view feature on this one, and I set the sensitivity to the highest though, and person detection only. Let's check it out at 40 feet. Yeah, okay. I thought I didn't get my, let's see, like in the halfway there, I got detected. Cool.
This is the audio quality coming out from the Ring Outdoor Cam Pro. This is the audio quality coming out from the Ring Outdoor Cam Pro.
Show Outdoor Cam Pro.
Okay.
Cool. So what do you think? Finally, Ring is now recording in 4K. Video quality is actually pretty good. And remember, this camera has a wide field of view, so clarity will still suffer at farther distances. But this is definitely better than their older cameras. This Ring Outdoor Cam Pro performed well in my testing. No bugs or issues that I noticed, and it's pretty responsive in the Ring app. Now let's talk about 24/7 recording, especially with these 4K cameras. Motion-based recording is fine, but 24/7 in 4K uploading to the cloud, I think is not a good idea. With premium subscription, you can have up to 10 cameras recording continuously. 10 4K cameras. I bet you'll get a message from your internet provider. And just a sample, and you can do the math, a 1-minute clip is 93 megabytes. Anyways, Ring just needs to add a micro SD card slot on their cameras or a local hub, and this is where it can record continuously. And just have the cloud recording motion-based. And nobody is going to worry about bandwidth or being throttled by their internet provider. Pricing is another one, but as we all know, probably not this holiday sale just around the corner, but next year. They will definitely run some sales on these cameras like what they've always done. I'm glad though that Ring has 4K cameras now. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.